Obviously, it seems pretty crazy that a 23-year-old can make north of 6 figures, but really, you put in a lot of hours. It's all a very transparent path until you reach partner. Hi, my name is Drake Pooley. I'm 23 years old. So I entered consulting right out of school from grad school and have been with my firm for 2 years. Every day is different in consulting because we're always working with clients. So if I'm traveling and at a client city, I'm normally meeting with them and then working on generally models or financial reports for them and presentations. I ended up starting a travel newsletter earlier this year where I give people tips and tricks on how to get the best value and how to navigate the system. And so I now have 350 people on the newsletter, which in retrospect is not that surprising given I'm giving people free things for no effort. Because I'm always on the road, I wanted to volunteer, but I found it very difficult to do. So I actually created a website called freeresumereviews.org where anybody that makes under a certain amount of money a year or as a student could submit their resume, and either I would review it or another person I trusted a lot with career help would provide a free review.
Ever since I was a little kid, I saw people on TV and I saw people living great lives, and I said, why can they have it and why can't I? Like, what makes them so special? Hi, my name is Alex Sanchez. I'm 24 years old and I make $230,000 a year. I didn't have to go to college to become a lineman, but I just had to pass preliminary objectives and prerequisites and just a bunch of climbing and physical assessments. Being in this field, you're away from family a lot. You will miss the birthday parties, you will miss the special occasions, but it's part of the job, and that's why it's so rewarding, because you get multiple weeks where you will put in multiple hours of overtime, and that definitely helps us out a lot. One of my side hustles is a business I started 2 years ago. It's a lawn care business, and I started off just doing it myself and decided to hire my brother, and he definitely helped me a lot on growing the business. XL Lawn Care grosses about $10,000 a month, but after insurance, gas, maintenance on the equipment, and paying my guys, I keep about $1,500 to $2,000 a month. The idea of getting passive income and just having the paychecks show up every month just really fascinates me. The thing about rental properties is that they make so much sense just because someone always needs a place to live.
Hi, my name is Bukola Ayodele. I'm 25 years old and I make $210,000 every year and live in New York City. I'm a software engineer working in the fintech space. I'm building tools and applications for engineers. So I was born in Nigeria and I moved here when I was 6 years old. And we moved into like an inner city neighborhood when we first got here. And my parents really hustled and worked hard to get us to a better neighborhood. Growing up, my parents really valued education, and they really pushed my sister and I to pursue very traditional career paths. In our house, we had a saying that you could either be a doctor, a lawyer, or a disgrace. I actually majored in political science in college with the hopes of becoming a lawyer, but after working in a law-related field, I realized that this was not for me. So I looked back at classes in college that I really liked, and one of the classes I really loved in college were my computer science classes. I decided to quit my job and do a sabbatical. During my time doing a sabbatical, I joined the Recurse Center. The Recurse Center is sort of like an engineering retreat where you can learn how to program and just sort of build new projects. It was totally free and it took 3 months, and then after that, 3 months later, I got a job. I got so many rejections left and right, and I just had to learn to just be a little bit more persistent and to keep pushing. We're getting our account balance and then we're just returning self.accounts. So it's just easy.
Being a chess player is very similar to being a struggling artist. If you're a grandmaster, that doesn't mean you're going to make a good living. If you're in the top 10, then maybe, but most grandmasters have to teach on the side just to be able to make it. And I knew that wasn't the kind of lifestyle that I wanted. My name is Alexandra Botes. I'm 25 years old. I'm a professional chess streamer living in Austin, Texas, and I make 6 figures a year. My family comes from Romania, which has a really rich chess culture as opposed to in the US or North America where people typically see chess as a game for nerds. My dad actually taught me how to play, and then I won my first national tournament at 8 years old. My official title is Women FIDE Master, which means you have 2100 FIDE. My national ranking in my country that I represent is almost 2300, which is above national master ranking.
The most important lesson that I've learned about money is to share it and help people. When you give back and help, that's where the happiness comes from. My name is Andrea Contreras. I'm 31 years old and I'm from Austin, Texas. I have a base set salary, and then every month, depending on my sales, I get either 120% of that sale or 100% or 80%.
One of my goals has always been to live abroad. So when I got the opportunity to move to London, it was kind of a dream come true, even though it was somewhat unexpected. My name's Imani Change. I'm 28 and I live in London, UK. My salary is comprised of both a base salary and stock and investments, which comprises of money that is paid in pounds, but also US dollars. Last year, I was actually promoted to my current role as a senior operations manager, and I became one of the youngest senior operations managers here in Europe at that time.
Growing up in rural China and watching my family struggle has really taught me how to be good with money. I think the key is to just not have expensive tastes. I spend money and give gifts lavishly to friends and family because I don't want to die just by saving money. I'm Shan Fu. I'm 33 years old. I make $226,000 a year and I live in San Francisco, California. At the time, I did not have any experience starting an e-commerce company. So what I did was I watched YouTube videos, and I swear, I learned top to bottom how to start an e-commerce company for free from YouTube. First, I got the products, and because my family works in import-export, it was fairly easy to find some factories overseas and get really good quality face masks to my door in 2 weeks. I would work 9 to 5 at the consulting firm, and then from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. I would work on Millennials in Motion. For the first few months, there was no time off. I worked 7 days a week, every waking minute. And then eventually, when my income from Millennials in Motion matched the consulting firm, after 6 months, that's when I felt safe to focus just on Millennials in Motion.
For someone in their mid-20s who still lives at home with their parents, I thought it'd be really cool to represent that population and share my pros and cons of living at home and the pros and cons of the finance part of it as well. Hi, my name is Christina Trung. I'm 24 years old. I make around $100,000 per year and I live in Fairfax, Virginia. I'm a project manager for a digital consulting firm in the DC area. I also own a cupcake company called District Cupcake. We do event and office catering in the DC and Northern Virginia area. Thankfully, I've been very blessed to still have my job during the COVID pandemic. I think right now I'm working a little bit more because there's less of a line between work and life balance.
My total amount in student loans is $230,000. I don't feel great about having that large amount of debt, but at the same time, I don't let it hinder me in what I do in my life. My name is Dr. Adrienne Coleman. I'm 30 years old, I make $100,000 a year, and I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I've lived in Atlanta my entire life, and the only time I left was to go to grad school in Florida. I moved back because it's a great city. It's one of the top cities for Black millennials. I love hanging out with my friends, going to the park, going to a lot of my friends' events. I have a full-time job that I work Monday through Thursday and a job that I do PRN, which means as needed, that I would do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Since Corona started, I do not work at that second job because it is at a skilled nursing facility, so the contact of coronavirus is heightened because the patients do live there and they do not want people coming in and out of the facility. When I was 15 years old, my mother was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. After researching multiple sclerosis, they found out that physical therapy had the best benefits for them. That was not medication. It's funny because I treat my brothers and my dad more than I treat my mom.
If I see an opportunity, I never want to miss it. I feel like for me, there is no limit. My name is Gabriela Riza and I am 27 years old. I live in Brookfield, Illinois, and I am about 9 miles from the city center of Chicago. Currently, I assist government, military, and police, making sure that their infrastructure is protected through cybersecurity. My mortgage is $1,707 a month, and that includes property taxes and interest. I don't want my possessions to own me. I actually want to be able to make my possessions work for me.